Let's take a look at the maps, the teams, and all of that here. Looks like we had a substitution between games 1 and 2. So why don't we start with that substitution, which is already seeing some action here. On the right-hand side of the map, it is Moore coming in for Tato's team. He'll be playing in the red as the Gurjaras. And already we've got some fighting over positioning here with these two little lanes, it looks like. Got a great forward position for walls already on one side. But now fighting for control on the other side. Tatoh is over here with his scout to help. There's only one villager here for Rapard, though. So the scouts are now on the chase. And got to be careful. That camel scout will ultimately do a lot of damage if you take the scout trades straight up. I like that move as well. Moore decides to immediately pull in the boar before it has an opportunity to be lamed. And they'll continue to fight over this lane of control and the fact that this villager has made its way through. But, all right, we've got Gurjaras on this side here. While we're talking about it, Tatoh, who is Moore's flank, is over here in the yellow playing as the Bohemians. Now, important to note, no pawns at all on this entire map, by the way. No pawns at all for anyone in this generation. So everyone will be booming equally in that regard. We are going to pull off the lame on this side, it looks like. But not so bad. You could end up just sending 8 villagers out here as long as they don't get the kill with the scout. Right? That'll be the trick here, is whether or not the kill comes through with the scout or not. And that's what they're going to try and get. We're going to watch this before we go through the rest of the player introductions. Okay, trying to reset it with a palisade. Probably better off resetting it with a house. Covers more ground. Kill it with the Vil. Kill it with the Vil. Shoot it with the Vil! That's unfortunate for Moore. Loses an entire boar there because it was killed with the scout. And this villager is still back here. Still back here. He's gonna go ahead and is he just gonna attack the mill? He's just gonna sit here and attack the Vil, or the mill rather. All right, because it's the Gurjaras, so eventually he would take this mill down and be very annoying. But either way, a boar's lost. That's going to hurt the food eco quite a bit here for Moore. Moore did manage to get the second wall up, though. And so, again, this is the only sneak villager that we'll see. All right. Let's talk through the rest of the players now that we have a moment to breathe. Rapard, the person who's been pulling off all the shenanigans that we wanted to see, is over here in the gray. He's playing as the Malians. A very flexible civ. Cheap wood buildings. Allows him to send a villager forward and do crazy stuff like that. Now, his pocket is going to be Sleepy Swede over here in the cyan, playing as the Persians. Had his scout forward to help out his teammate, but otherwise is playing a very standard Dark Age. Let's flip to the other side of the map and talk about those flanks, because we haven't had an opportunity to do that just yet. Much more open on this side. But starting on the side of Tato's team, you've got Chaos to win in the orange yet again. He's playing as the Byzantines. This time around, not going and fighting for walls. It's a fairly open space between these two teams. Or between these two players, rather. And so more conservative walling for both players as they're getting the barracks up. His opposite will be Ganji, once again, playing in the blue as the Portuguese. He's getting long walls up here, already has the barracks up. Now their pockets going to be Nilly on the one side in the pink, playing as the Spanish. And on the other side, it's FedEx in the green, playing as the Celts. Once again, no pawns for anybody. We did get these walls up here by FedEx early. And this is something that Chaos to Win's going to have to be cognizant of in the future. These could just be deleted. Units could run in. So we're going to need to get a wall up at some point. Either across here or just behind these walls here. Either way, militia are forward now for both players. Trying to harass along the walls. But it's 3 militia apiece, low health scouts. Not a ton of damage going to be found, I don't think. On this side, walls going up for Rapard. Villager is still alive over here and slowly working away on that mill, which has to be repaired in order to prevent the sheep from being ungarrisoned. Militia are in. Will they find damage? That's the question. Will they find damage? Hey, Dash, do you dress yourself? Yeah, I'm an adult human. I dress myself. Trapped relic in the right corner of the map. No! Oh my god. 4 tile gold, 4 tile stone, relic, and a bear. You know how Dave does favorite corners? If this is not Dave's favorite corner, by the way, he's fucking trolling. I haven't even looked at the other corners, and I can tell you already this is the best corner. It's just a bear and his relic. This is the richest bear in the world. Right here. Let's take a look at the other corners, just to make Dave happy. Shitty corner. Although, you know what? I shouldn't say that. I don't mind a nice little forest. You know? Nothing wrong with a nice little forest and some greenery. Same thing on this side, though. And down here. Yeah, easy. Easiest corner call of our lives is this corner, by the way. Wealth bear. Facts. Bear market, if you will. Bear market. What's up? Hello, I am Nick. All right, we've got archers on the field now as well. Spearmen, man-at-arms, scouts are over here. I love it. Little feudal age battle between Ganji and Chaos to win. On this side, by the way, that villager is still whacking away on the mill. Forcing idle time. Tower came up over here. And villagers are through. And this is actually really scary for Ganji's team, because Rapard, yes, is under threat, and that's currently where Moore's trying to get. But look at this. He's opened up this little lane. Rapard, though, thinks of it as I think of it and gets some stone walls up. So that's pretty big. A lot of boars, though, by the way. That's 9 boars right there. What are we thinking about doing here, Moore? We're not on the way to castle, and we've brought 8 villagers forward. That feels like a bit much, perhaps. Feels like a bit much. Really trying to batter through these walls. Really want to get those towers down and do some damage. Check back in on this side. And it's more towers for Chaos to win. He played a big tower game in game number 1, but it was to no avail. And once again, Ganji's just pulling the boys and the girls to come take this tower down. I like this move, though. Chaos is really trying to create some chaos, get the walls up, trap the vills in. He's done that. But the archers are here for Ganji. So Chaos Twin's got to be careful. Archers taking some damage from the tower itself, though. And the tower no longer being attacked by all these villagers. They're just sitting there idle. There we go. But this archer could actually get some snipes. Come on, walk in. Get that snipe. That's a one shot, 1 kill, baby. 1 shot, 1 kill on her. Not quite. We're targeting others. Hey, that's 1 kill. Are all these villagers about to go down? That's another kill. Now we're repairing the tower. These are huge villager kills, by the way. I know it doesn't seem like much, but this is insane. He's going to end up taking down 5 villagers. Loses 1 in response. 32 villagers now to 26 over here for Ganji. That's disaster. That's a disaster piece if I've ever seen one there. And you got to be careful. I know he's walling up around here, but you have to be careful that these things can't just be deleted. Exactly. Okay, get those stone walls up around. Great. All right, officially, Ganji is walled. He will push this tower back. But if I were Chaos to win, I'd transition into full boom. Full boom. I know I just killed so many villagers. Boom to your heart's content. Knight's coming. Ooh, good call. Great call. So, yeah, we've got knights battering on the walls. Could also try... Oh, nice. Good stone walls there from FedEx. And we're getting stone walls up behind now for Ganji. Ganji's going to be in full panic mode. He's going to need a lot of help. Now, excuse me. What we can say is that behind all of this, it was FedEx who got onto 3 TCs before Nilly, right? And this is kind of akin to game number 1. The pockets for Ganji's team were able to boom a little bit better than the pockets for Tatoh's team. All that said, if we take a look at the other pocket situation, Sleepy Swede versus Tatoh. Tatoh's on 4 TCs to only 3 from Sleepy Swede because Sleepy's got to come over here, bring up a Siege Workshop to help his ally out in Rapard. They did repel this attack, though, so that feels good. Got rid of the turret, maybe picked up some kills. Let's see here, 35 to 38. So, yeah, small villager lead here for Rapard, who's also got archers. And that mangonel, they can start moving forward. Stonewall's up. Now for more, I would like to see another set of stone walls right here. Okay, or right there. I think a little further back, maybe to be careful. Yeah, perfect. All right, so stone walls coming up here for more. They just got to stay safe for the time being. Knights are in. Knights are in. Okay, the house walls continue, though. The house walling continues. The archers are trying to harass those villagers off. Not quite in with the knights just yet. Chaos to win. Trying his damnedest to get these villagers to back off. This is just ugly for Ganji right now. He's got 9 villagers idle at the moment. Trying to get walls up. Yeah, FedEx is like, see ya, bro. I'm just going to take a quick moment to throw up a house and a gate. And wish you the best of luck. Oh, Siege Workshop? Where's my gate? A little gate action. Okay, very safe tower here. What are the HPs of... Oh my god, can that be ranged? That's so annoying. Oh, he's going to get villager kills. Micro that guy back. Don't let him walk back. Okay. Tower will go up. Wall will go down, though. Gate. Gate. Gate goes down. Knights are in. And we're open here, by the way, still. We're still open. Okay, we closed that. Tower didn't go up. Absolute disaster. It continues to get worse. It continues to get worse here for Ganji and his team. Knights and archers are in. They can now just continue to walk in. He's looking to wall behind. He's trying desperately to wall behind with some stone. Good archer kills there. With that mangonel, the problem is now the mangonel's stuck back there because we don't have a gate. And knights are going to harass. Look at this. This is Ganji's entire economy is on two straggler trees. It's 29 villagers, and he has 30 villagers. Holy crap, friends. We haven't even looked at the other side because I don't think the other side matters right now. We're full stonewall on this side. So it's just mangoes working away on walls. There'll be some mango dancing. We're rather thinking about Imperial Age for some of the pockets. We're back over here to see how Ganji's going to deal with this pressure. Some scorpions are now through. Knights are still roaming around looking for damage, but they've separated from the crossbows. And only 6 crossbows, not going to find a ton more at this point against 3 scorpions. But I like this move here by Nilly and Chaos to win. They're just going to break another hole in the wall on this side. Just break another hole in the wall. For the first time in the game, though, Ganji finally has a moment to breathe, redistribute his eco. He's got some vills on stone, some vills on gold. He's going to have to get a castle up as soon as he can reach the castle age. Only player not in the castle age at the moment. Imp is already being thought about here as well for Chaos to win. Being thought about. Still needs the resources, but he's going to have a siege workshop and a university for ballistics and some siege mangonel. Okay, so he's just going to go castle age push all the way. 4 TCs up, though, on this side for more. So while Ganji's getting wrecked, Rapard is also in danger because he's still stuck on 1 TC for himself. So Moore is starting to build a bit of an eco lead. They're currently even in villagers right now, but that won't be the case for long. But the imp click is in for Rapard. So Malians going to imp on 1 TC with cross. He's only on archer. He hasn't even gotten crossbow yet. Man, this is a hellish experience over here for Ganji. I am not... Yeah, this is old patch, by the way. This is just, man, I don't envy this position at all. Look at this ugly-ass walling he's had to do all game. Still in the feudal age. Almost has resources to click up. Meanwhile, his allies are about to click to the Imperial Age. You've got Imp coming in for FedEx. Sleepy Swede has the resources. What's preventing him? He needs this university. There it is. Click. Bop. There it is. Other side, Imp's on the way for Tatoh. Almost complete at that. And Chaos to Win on his way to Imp, too. So Chaos to Win is going to hit Imp before his opponent hits the Castle Age. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. This is about to get real scary here for Ganji, playing as the Portuguese. These are going to be Byzantine Arbalest. They're going to have Knights behind, soon to be Cavalier as well. Nili's on his way to the Imperial Age. Hufnitsa is immediately clicked, by the way, for Tatoh, playing as the Bohemians. Got a castle up on the front lines. That provides a lot of safety. He'll be able to defend against the Imperial Age that Rapard has brought in, going for chemistry now, so that he has bombard cannons of his own. Good castle position here for FedEx, just in case the opponents ever break through this wall here. It's on a hill, on a choke point. That's nice. And for the time being, Ganji's got a little bit of room to breathe. FedEx has helped him out tremendously in that. He does have Celt Siege working for him, and he's starting to move into to Pikes and Siege. Imp coming in for FedEx and Chaos at the same exact time. We've got Bracer. We've got Chemistry on the way. No Arbalest just yet. Can't afford it for the time being. We've got Onager. We've got Halb coming in for the Celts player. Those are pretty good responses to Arbalest. The Onager, that is. And then the Halb will deal well with Nili's Knights. Oh, but look at this. Hufnitsa have come to the left-hand side. So it's a castle for safety on the right. Full stone walls. Tato's team says we're going 3 to 1 side, just like last game. But this time we intend to take the win. So let's see here. Breaking through those walls in the center. They're unaware of this castle, and that's why I like this castle placement from FedEx. But I do think we need another wall right here. Right here. We've got a second castle coming up, but we need another wall. Or those Cav can go anywhere they want. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, first of all these villagers die. But then what? We have no walls. We have no walls. There's not even walls here. We can get into anyone's eco at this point. And there we go. Nili's just on the run. He's on the run. No, I'm not going to worry about any of your units. See ya. Peace. Peace. Great. Spreading the units out. 3 different groups at the moment. That's going to be hard to track. It's going to be hard to deal with. Hufnitsa are already dealing with this castle here in the middle. On this side, real quick, just to take a look. Okay. It is bombard cannons working away on Tato's castle, and Moore's going to help him out with the repairs. Hufnitsa are going to try and rotate around and find some snipes. Got to watch out for these monks, though. 12-range monks. Oh, big snipes there. Big snipes. Castle going to go down soon here for FedEx. He does have another one to drop back to. Still has holes in the wall, though. Still has holes here. Nili can get through if he wants. On this side, though, FedEx is mounting a counter push. A little bit of a counter push, but he's pushing into bombard cannons and crossbows. Paladin on the way for Sleepy Swede. Sleepy Swede, where are you trying to send your Paladin? That's the question. He had an insane boom in game number 1. He had overwhelming numbers in game number 1. He's got 5 stable production right now of those Paladin. Only missing one of their upgrades in Blast Furnace. Tatoh coming forward for another castle. On this side, though, FedEx getting pushed back. Chaos to Win. Can't provide any help to his team. So they're in a full 3v4 at the moment. Granted, Moore's not producing any military either, to be honest. So really a 3v3, I guess. Paladins need support, though. Paladins can't just run in. It's very different than last game, right? Last game, the Paladins weren't alone. Right now, it's Paladin and Halb versus Halb and Cav. But there are far more halberdiers here for Tatoh's team. That's going to be the better unit in this sense. But FedEx is roaming around to support with halbs and onagers. This could be a winning fight as long as he can keep those onagers alive. But it's 6 Hufnitsa here for Tatoh. 6 of them, and he's got great micro with those. Okay, Cav take a bad fight into the halberdier. Back over on this side. Still trying to put damage into the castle from Tatoh. More keeping it alive. Hufnitsa playing defense. Paladin finally in here for Nilly. And these are nearly fully upgraded Paladin as well. Just missing Blast Furnace. So one upgrade behind the opposite pocket in Sleepy Swede. Chaos and Nilly, though, have just utterly destroyed Ganji. Ganji, yes, did hit the Imperial Age. He is dropping 3 Fetorias in the back here. That's the benefit of being the Portuguese, right? You can go up on 1 TC, you can drop those Fetorias and be relevant. Arbalest numbers are going down. They're dwindling. Only 19 here at the moment, but with Paladin as well as a meat shield. Sleepy Swede's going to have to back off. And look at this. Nilly's in with the Paladins. As we talked about earlier, there's just no extra walling. So if you take the fight straight up, sure, maybe it's not going to be the best trade of military units, but Nilly's in just raiding the economy non-stop here from FedEx. FedEx now dropping below 110 villagers. Take a look at the other side. It's 144, 133. So that's going to hurt the pocket quite a lot in his production, and more villagers falling as we speak. He's going to go below triple digits here any moment. So pretty good look here for Team Tatoh in a tough position, I think, ultimately for Ganji's team. They're overall behind 170 in the villager numbers, and a lot of that, of course, is due to the fact that they have a 27 villager player on their team, and that's not taking into account the resources that Fetorias give you. But there's no military coming out of Ganji either. So he can't provide any help to his team. Halbs and Paladins trying to push forward on the left-hand side here, but for all the ground that they gain here on this side, we take a look at this side, they're not gaining any ground here. They're just holding it at bay. Just holding it at bay. And unfortunately, Rapard is also not making any forward progress over here. So, question becomes, when does Moore join the fight? He's building light cav and camels right now. As soon as he joins the fight, I think it might be the end of the game here. But what a great push back. These Paladin are doing work here from Sleepy Swede. He continues to be an absolute maniac when it comes to the production. 45 Paladins onto the field to only 8 here from Nilly. Nilly's got more in the queue. He's got more stables working. But he's got far fewer numbers on the field. And now all of a sudden, Chaos to win. His whole eco is under threat. He's garrisoning vills into the town centers, but a few of them are still going to go down. Nilly's on the chase. Walls are going up to try and save the villagers around the wood line. But it looks like maybe a hole or at least one Paladin got in, and just a Paladin is enough to do work. Now we're chopping. The chops begin over here. On this side, Tatoh gets a good push, though. And now the Bombard Towers come up. Bombard Towers from 2 different players at this point. Just trying to push up the gut. Rip Ganji's team apart from the insides. Moore's got to get involved soon. He's continuing the production. He's got the upgrades coming in. We've got fortified wall on the way here for Ganji, and he wants to establish that wall position forward. Chaos to Win's hurting all of a sudden. Chaos to Win's hurting all of a sudden. He's down to 51 villagers, everybody. Down to 51 villagers. And there are 5 Fetorias working for Ganji. Ganji's got a better economy at this point. 5 Fetorias. Ganji, 6 Fetorias. Ganji has a better economy. Oh my goodness, if they swing this back, I will be so impressed. I thought this game was done and dusted for Tatoh's team. Okay, here's Moore finally deciding to take an engagement. He's going to bring Hussar in to deal with the monks and the archers on this side and maybe snipe a couple trebs. He gets 1. Can he find a second? No, it doesn't look like he will. So now all of a sudden this castle here from Tatoh, soon to go down. Yes, villagers still repairing, but running out of stone soon. On this side, Ganji's getting the walls up. The Paladins continue to flood in. And it becomes difficult here for Tato's team. Great bombard towers, though. And I like how many we're putting up defensively. And the push up the gut continues. If they can sever the center of the map, if they can kind of snap the connection between the two sides, I think that's all they need to do to win, because it's going to make trading impossible, right? And ultimately, that's where Tato's team still has the lead. 30 trade cards here for Nilly. 30 trade cards here for Moore. None for Tatoh. And none for Chaos to win just yet. But the whole other team is barely just starting trade as we speak. And so it could be a trade war win here for Tato's team. And look how many bombard towers he has up. Just in this section of the map, he's got 9 bombard towers up. Really tough position here for Ganji's team to navigate. Still making a little bit of progress on this side, but bombard towers now are going to prevent that from going any further. And Ganji hasn't been able to produce any military just yet. It's only bombard cannons. And he is using those to start push back the towers in the middle. On this side, Moore is now making forward progress. I think Team Tatoh has finally gotten it done. And a lot of it comes from the early pressure and keeping Ganji out of the game long enough that his relevance really isn't felt just yet here in the late game. Yo, what's up, Daredemon? How you doing? Also, clock this. It's a 7th Faitoria, by the way, over here. So Ganji has dedicated 140 of his population to Faitorias, because it's 20 pop per, right? So 140 pop to Faitorias, 20 to villagers, which means he's only got 60 pop, or he's only got 40 pop left to give. Is Ganji going bombard tower? He hasn't just yet. And a lot of that, I think, just comes from the fact that he hasn't had time to do it, right? He probably hasn't had time to research it. We've also got bombard tower coming in for Chaos to win. So 3 players now on Tato's team have the ability to make bombard towers. Unfortunately, though, for Team Ganji, the ecos are getting destroyed, and the GG is called here by FedEx as he loses too much ground. And ultimately, the production won't be able to continue here for Ganji's team. We're evened up at 1-1. GG here for Tatoh. Barry Otter, yeah, you need chemistry, but you also need to upgrade, or you need to research bombard tower. It's a separate upgrade, right? So that would take another minute or so. Plus, you would need the resources to do that, and then the resources and time to build those bombard towers. So I'm sure that's what he was working towards, and ultimately would have loved to have done that, but unfortunately, he took too much damage early on. Over here, it was really, really great pressure from Nilly and Chaos to win. They got the Knights in. Remember how idle that eco... He had at one point, Ganji had all 30 of his villagers on 2 straggler trees. 30 villagers on 2 straggler trees. On this side, I mean, really, Moore just did a great job walling up and making sure not too much pressure came through, right? Because it was 1 TC play from Rapard. And with all these walls in this castle position, just never took damage. He was able to boom, 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 boom until he could get to Hussar and Camels, and that's all he needed. So, well played here by Tato's team. We even it up at 1-1. And from there, we look to go to the next.